And today I wanted to chat with you about visibility and the importance of visibility, and also, for those of you who are struggling to get started, how to stop thinking about it and actually just start doing it. So I've been visible online for many years, since about 2005, 2006. Back then we didn't have all the amazing streaming devices and things that we have now to be visible. It's never actually been easier to create a buzz around your brand than it is right now. And I want you to be a part of it. So if you're not being visible, I'm here to encourage you to be visible. When I'm visible, and I'm visible more often than not, when I'm really consistently showing up for my audience, my sales go up always. When I go hiding, when I go missing, when I decide I don't need to be so visible online, my sales go down. It's that simple. And the reason for that is, whether it's me or you, is people want to see, you become front of mind when you keep showing up for people. It's a way for people to know you better. It's a way for people to like and trust you better. And we all know that people buy from people they know, like, and trust, right? And it also allows you the opportunity to show what you know. So to provide a way for people that are maybe sitting on the fence or wondering about you, it's a way for you to provide an insight to the value that you provide for your people. So if you're not showing up, or you're not showing up consistently, or you just can't get started, usually it's for a number of reasons. Usually it's because you feel like you're not ready in some way. So which is usually just fear and procrastination and all that stuff, or resistance. But usually we'll say, I'm not ready because I don't have the right backdrop. I don't know how, don't have the right camera. I don't have the blah, blah, blah. I'm streaming from my webcam. You can stream from your mobile phone. There are no excuses. It's very easy to stream. So if you're telling yourself you're not ready, or you don't, because you don't have the right equipment or anything else, just know that that's BS and you're just making excuses. So just find a way to do it. The next thing is, people often feel like, if I show up, I don't even know that I'm going to be providing value. I don't really know what to say. My question to you is, how the hell are you going to know if you don't get out there and you don't try? I think we often overthink the type of content that we need to provide, and we overthink the value proposition. So I want you to just stop overthinking it, stop feeling as though it needs to be perfect, and just start showing up. Just start showing up. And then when you do that, people are going to pay attention. Usually it takes, about 2 weeks for you showing up consistently. And by consistently, I mean every single day. If you do that every day for 2 weeks, you will notice people start to notice you. You'll start to see your engagement go up. You'll start to see your inquiries go up. You'll start to see your sales go up. So why wouldn't you do it? Stop overthinking it and just get on with it. Finally, a lot of people will say to me, I don't have an audience yet. I don't have an audience. Like I've got like 50 people on my page. So, what's the point? And the point is, you don't create an audience by not showing up. You create an audience by actually showing up. You show up and you keep showing up, and eventually that audience builds. The audience doesn't come first. You showing up and letting people know that you are here, letting them know what you're about, the sort of things that you do for, what you can do for them, when you provide value, when you have a way for people to, as I say, get to know, like, and trust you, then that's how the audience builds. My audience didn't build from me not showing up. It started to grow as I started to show up. And that's what's going to happen for you too. When you're feeling like, I really want to do a live stream, I know I really need to do this, but I just can't get started. Keep it simple. Stop overthinking it. Move the needle on it by just doing it. And so I'm giving you 3 kind of tips to get you started. So the first thing is, pick a topic. Like this morning, I didn't know what I was going to talk about necessarily, but I just knew that I had promised that I would do a live stream every single Friday. And so that is what I'm doing. As I was laying in bed this morning, I'm thinking, what do I want to talk about? And thinking about some of the questions, the answers that have come through as people join my group. And there's been a bit about visibility lately. And like, you guys are also freaking scared to be visible. You're also scared to show up and just start doing your thing. And one of my gorgeous new clients who was in my mentorship program, She's been showing up, hasn't been perfect, hasn't been polished, but she's smashing it. I think she's run 6 discovery calls and sold 5 packages. So I can't, it's around those numbers. It might be more by now, but she's killing it just by being authentic, just by showing up and being of service, by providing value to people and talking about things that she thinks that they want to hear, or things that she thinks or she knows will help them if they listen and implement. So yeah, pick a topic, any topic, one that feels good for you, one that feels exciting, one that feels like, you know is going to provide value. So it could be a question that you're asked all the time. It could be that you're noticing a theme somewhere. It could be something that's going on for you that you're going to be sharing. For some people, it was really valuable. For others, it wasn't, and that's okay. They didn't need to keep watching it. That's the thing, right? You've got to remember that nobody is holding a gun to your viewer's head and saying, you must watch this or you must watch the entire thing. That's the thing. So pick a topic, any topic, find inspiration from any of those places that I've spoken about. And then the next thing is to think about the teaching topics or the discussion topics, I guess. And we want to really think about 3 main things. So we don't want to overwhelm people. We don't want to make it super, super long. We just want to make sure that we provide value and we have structure. So I don't want you writing out a freaking script and going, writing 1,000 words and reading it out verbatim. I want you to think about, what are the 3 things relating to this topic that I want to talk about? Write them down and then just go for it. Trust yourself to know that you know the stuff within you to be able to provide value. If you've written down the 3 things, then I'm guessing that you know quite a bit about those things. So that would be the next thing. And then the 3rd thing, click the live button, whether you feel like it or not. Just show up. The only way you're going to get comfortable with this, the only way you're going to get better with this is to do it. And I get it. Like, I don't always feel comfortable. I have resistance around showing up some of the time as well. Sometimes I feel like the things that I say have been said 1,000,000 times by me. Sometimes I just am not in the mood. Sometimes I feel like, I don't know, sometimes I just don't feel like it. But as soon as you hit click, as soon as you hit live, you just got to show up. And that's the way that we do it. And if you make a commitment to yourself to show up every day for the next 30 days, regardless of whether anybody's watching, regardless of whether it feels comfortable, regardless of whether you're getting any engagement or not. But if you do that every day for 30 days, I promise you it will be a game changer. Anyway, that is it for today. I've got to go head off and go to this event that I'm going to. Anyway, take care. Bye.